How well does the APS or Applying Professional Scrum course actually prepare you to implement and get started as a Scrum team? How does it go about doing that? Well, like with the other answers to this question for other courses, it's usually, a 2-day course can only give you so much. But the APS is slightly different because in the APS, we actually start working as a Scrum team. Be it a public course where you're starting to do it as a group of strangers, or even more powerfully, in a private course where you are with your actual future team or current team. And we essentially learn about Scrum and go through simulations of sprints to learn and grow together. And of course, you then get immediate feedback from the trainer in the classroom. And that's an incredibly powerful thing. Another thing it does is, just like for the other courses, it teaches you the right language. Right? It's still only 2 days, and there's only so much you can learn about a new skill set, a new kind of career, a whole new different way of working in 2 days. But it sets you up for success in your own journeys and for your own self-development by teaching you the key language, the terms to search for, so that when you're doing research in your own time, you're growing and developing, or maybe you're asking each other questions, or you're finding someone else to ask questions, you know what words to use, what language to talk to, and point more clearly towards where the real issues lie and how to fix them. And that can save you not just months, but years of pain. And if we're talking in terms of monetary gain, it would be a lot of dollars saved. So in some ways, the APS can be one of the biggest money savers for any Scrum team to really get you going and capitalize on the initial momentum as a Scrum team. So how does the course actually help you with this? Well, first of all, of course, it teaches you about professional Scrum and what it's like to work as a Scrum team. Not just as a product owner or Scrum Master, but as the actual Scrum team together. And I always encourage, if you are a Scrum team that's working together, or you're about to start a new Scrum team, get the actual people in the Scrum team, and even better, the leaders around the Scrum team in the APS, so they can see what it's all about and learn how this all fits together and how they might work together. Going through this experience is a fantastic team builder that makes sure you're all working from the same knowledge base about Scrum. Additionally, it is of course going to teach you about complexity theory and empiricism, and why that is so important in Scrum and how they relate to why we do these things. And it's going to teach you how to get started with Scrum, from having maybe nothing in place to actually delivering your first done increment, all in the span of 2 days, which, if you ask me, is pretty incredible. Even more importantly, the courses that we deliver all facilitated by a professional Scrum trainer. And this is important because that is someone with many years of actual expert experience in the field. Someone who has been there and done that, and isn't just talking from a purely theoretical and, books point of view. They're talking from real experience, right? They've got the scars, they've been in the trenches, they've felt the same things that you feel as you're going through these journeys. And the ability to relate to that and talk to that is going to help you in your journeys as well. Because you can be sure that when they're saying that something is possible, they've seen it work, they've helped it work, and they've been there when it works. And more importantly, they've very much been there when it doesn't work. They've made the mistakes for you, so you don't have to. You might still make some of them, but they can save you as many headaches as possible at least. And on top of that, of course, by having that practitioner there, that trainer there, you've got someone to ask questions, and someone that can answer those questions for you. And by doing that, you can get live feedback on the things that still don't make sense to you, that you're still not sure about, or maybe it's not really part of the course, but you're curious anyway. And as long as it's not gonna, become too much of a rabbit hole, it's usually something that can be discussed in there as well, to make sure that the course is tailored to your needs. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Oscar with Pragmatic Shift. You can find more of our stuff under @Pragmatic Shift on all social media. I would love to be your Scrum coach. And if you're interested in working with me, you can find my courses on pragmaticshift.com or about me as a coach under scrumcoach.uk. Please do like, share, and subscribe. It really helps us out and gives us further reach to get to more professionals to help them on their journeys as well. Thank you again for watching.